Hey, hey. Hello and greetings, everybody. As you know, it is a special time of the week. It's Figure Friday, and let me be the first to welcome you guys back to another riveting episode. And of course, I want to say hello and hope you guys are doing amazing, especially on this Friday night. And of course, I hope that you guys went out and crushed today if you did work, and I hope you got that bread. And my apologies, folks. Before the holiest moments, folks, if you haven't already, please do me a favor and go grab yourself something to eat, something to drink, a snack if you want to, because I want you guys to feel as at ease as possible. Because this is a green zone, everybody's welcome here. So please go and help yourself, and don't need to worry about me because I've already eaten and I have something to drink right here by my side. So please go and help yourself, and then I'll be here waiting. Help yourself. Oh, goodness gracious. But before I forget, I want you guys to know that I don't know if anybody has told you this today, but you're essential. You are worth it. You're amazing, and I appreciate y'all so much. Because I feel like I say that enough, but at the same time, I feel like I don't say it enough. So I want you guys to remember that, okay? Don't ever forget. Because all the support, it really does come in handy, and it hits right here, okay? Can I do a backflip? I would, Big Nasty, but I mean, I have really no reason to show off, man. I mean, trust and believe, the suit itself is a monument enough and a trophy, and I'm happy to be, sporting it again with everybody tonight. Hello, grateful son. Big Nasty, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Wolf Pack, man. Well, as I say, the Spider-Verse right now. Oh, and before I forget, let me just reiterate right now. Um, the music that you guys are listening to, I own no rights to it whatsoever. The lyrics, the beats, the words, the song itself, none of that is all mine. It all belongs to the respective artists and of course the respective singers, the creators, all that. I'm simply using it for aesthetic purposes. So please, you in the new Spider-Man movie, and Jetty, just just in case a certain you know vampire having claws and a blue and red suit decides to chase me, just keep that to yourself. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, folks, we have hit the 3 minute marker, so we are going to go ahead and get started. I want to say hello and welcome back. For those who are just joining us on this fine Friday evening, or if you're going to be watching this as a highlight, welcome as well. Now, before we start, I need to give a big warning right now. Tonight's episode will definitely feature some spoilers about a certain venom blasting wall crawler who just recently had another film made about him. So, again, you guys are more, if you guys haven't seen it yet, you guys are more than welcome to, vacate the premises. You don't have to stay for it because I don't like being that guy. But at the same time, if you've already seen the film or if you just flat out don't care, then that's fine as well. You guys are more than welcome to. So I'll give you guys just a minute. Consider your options. Consider your options. Hello. Good evening, Barbie. How you doing? Grateful Heart. Thanks so much for the rose. Right there. Right there. Yeah. Ads. Okay, so again, for those of you guys who are here right now, or if you are just joining, I want to reiterate tonight's episode will feature spoilers about a brand new Spider film that just did release recently. So again, I invite you guys to sit back, relax, kick your feet up, take a deep breath, and smell about with your boy, because as you know, it's just you, me, and the merchandise of tonight. So, With that being said, folks, one more thing. Before we get started, don't be afraid to smash that share button, to share this live, smash that like button, smash that follow button, because everyone's appreciated in this group. So, first up, we will actually be introducing our first guest of the evening, and of course, a returning favorite of mine who hails from Earth 1610, folks. And you might know him as the star of the most recent Spider-Verse film. And of course, once again, folks, give a big hand for Mr. Miles Gonzalo Morales, aka Spider-Man. Yes, 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 that's right, folks. The Spider-Verse surfing hero has returned, and of course, sporting some new threads. Now, I know this was the original look for him, but they decided to give him a brand new look, and I gotta tell you, he looks amazing. Yep. Bam! Check it out. Check him out. Hold on, let me see. There we go. I love the little spider symbol on his chest. It's really cool. And as you can see, like the lenses, they are kept the same from the previous film. And of course, he has this little aesthetic red neon strip that's going up the side of both sides of his suit. So you guys there. All right. Sumire, hello and good evening. Hello and good evening. Okay. Now, if you guys noticed, that they called him Spider-Man. They didn't say Miles Morales. They called him Spider-Man because in this film, that's what they recognize him as. Finally, as a Spider-Man, not just Spider Kid anymore or anything like that. Honestly, do I prefer to date MJ or Gwen Stacy? That is an age-old question that a lot of folks have asked. But me personally, I'd say Gwen Stacy. That's just me because I feel like she appreciates the character more. Again, but that's just me. He's not only brought the new suit with him, but he's also brought a little refresher of his story. So here we go. Um, Miles here is a Brooklyn Visions Academy student who was bitten by a radioactive spider and he gained spider like abilities. But at first, he didn't want to be the hero because he was basically forced to take up the mantle of the masked vigilante after the death of his world's Peter Parker. And after finding the strength he needed to save the city from the super collider with the help of his spider gang, Miles became the new and only Spider Man of his universe. Or so he thought. Whereas in this film, which is the next installment of his Spider Saga, oh, my apologies. Voice actor Shamik Moore reprises his role as Miles Morales to tell us another story that transports Brooklyn's full-time friendly neighborhood Spider-Man across the multiverse to join forces with a team of Spider people, including two familiar faces charged with protecting its very existence. And when the heroes clash, however, on how to handle a new threat, Miles must step up and redefine what it means to be a hero. And of course, this installment, I can tell you guys from experience, it was amazing, and I can say it because I actually went in my spider suit, and I actually made a lot of folks happy because they were happy to see me. I don't know if they were happy to see me or because they were happy to see Miles, but honestly, I was happy to bring some smiles to their faces, especially to the little ones. So awesome, and so no, 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 Lady Sumire, you, you are awesome, and never forget that. Don't forget. But yes, of course, in this film, as I said, we see Miles being transported back into the deeper regions of the Spider World, where he meets up with one of the main characters known as Miguel Ojeda, aka Spider-Man 2099, and this takes place in the Earth known as Nueva York. Now, there was an instance where Miguel had explained to Miles that he disrupted what was called a canon event. Now, basically, what that means is that it's a point in time when a certain event is supposed to happen, and that includes a certain individual's oh my goodness, a certain individual's death. Now, in this case, it was actually in another universe, where they met up with the Indian Spider-Man, and Miles took it upon himself to save a particular police chief. Now, in that moment, it was when it was decided, or it was shown, that Miles was never supposed to be there, and he was not supposed to save that character. So, in doing so, he caused a disruption of a canon event, and that basically led Miguel O'Hara to basically jump down his throat and to explain to him the consequences of certain actions that need to happen in order for the timeline to keep flowing smoothly. But whenever a certain one was mentioned, however, about Miles in particular, a certain family member was doomed to repeat that same sequence. But unfortunately for Miguel, Miles could not turn his back on his own family. Now, again, that's one of the reasons why I respect Miles Morales more than any other Spider-Man, because he's the one who defies the odds and just doesn't want to turn his back on those who need him the most, including his family. And of course, in doing so, he decided that he wasn't going to let this happen. So he basically turns his back on the entire Spider Verse and goes on his own path to want to do his own thing. Now, I'm going to stop right there because I don't want to spoil too much. I just want to say I apologize. But I did find out some pretty interesting facts about Miles. For example, he possesses powers that not even the original Spider-Man has, such as camouflage and venom powers. And I don't mean the symbiote venom, no. I mean venom blasting powers. And there were actually three famous inspirations for Miles Morales, including former President Barack Obama, actor Donald Glover, and even the editor in chief, Axel Alonso. And also, this is probably the most interesting fact that I found out about the movie. So again, I apologize. It was actually discovered that Miles was known as the original variant. Now, what that means is that he was not supposed to be bitten by that spider, which made him into Spider-Man. Because if his Earth's Peter Parker hadn't died, then that spider would have bitten Peter, and then he would have become the Spider-Man with the Venom powers. So in a way, that spider that bit Miles, it made him a more unique hero. And again, that's the reason why I respect him more than any other web slinger. Okay. Are you guys good? I want to make sure you're good before we continue. Like, listen to my music. Yeah, listen to me. Ooh, some messages can refuse. Do you want to ride it? I'm sorry. Sunflower was playing. I apologize. Okay, but anyways, folks, we're gonna go ahead and move on, folks. I do hope that you guys are well, because I hope that you're staying well as well. And remember to stay hydrated, and please remember to keep up your strength. Okay, so next up, we're actually going to be delving into another Earth. More specifically, to introduce another returning guest of the evening, who shares the same story, sort of kind of with Miles, who, again, we're going to do this one more time. This particular character's name, um, I'm sorry, this particular character used to be a regular, run of the mill lady, until one day she was bitten by a radioactive spider, and she gained spider like abilities, and, well, you know the rest. But the thing that sets this character apart is her unique sense of style and music. So, ladies and gents, give another big Wolfpack welcome to Miss Gwen Stacy. Yes, that's right, folks. The ghost spider of the multiverse. And of course, another one of my favorites, Marvel Gals, has swung her way back into tonight's show, and also sporting some new threads. Okie dokie, let me show you guys. Wow, look at that. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. She probably looks the same from the very first film, the Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse film, but I guarantee you, there are some differences in the characters, like outfits and schemes. Hey, Spidey. Hello. Hello, V. How you doing this evening? How you doing? But no, just keep the Spidey thing under wraps. No, not a lot of folks know who I am, really. Um, but also a story to speak of. Now, again, the she's voiced by the wonderful Haley Steinfeld, who also reprises her role in this film. Miss Gwendolyn Maxine Stacy was bitten by a radioactive spider, becoming the one and only Spider Woman of her universe. She's one of the spider people who was accidentally pulled out of her dimension by the Kingpin Super Collider. However, back in her universe, during the homecoming dance, Gwen was searching for Peter to invite him to dance with her, but her spider senses went off and the lizard appeared. Gwen would actually suit up and become Spider Woman once again to fight as the mass vigilante against the lizard. However, after a bloody a few hour long battle, the lizard would actually eventually die, and it was revealed that it was Peter Parker himself. Now, when Gwen found that out, she was actually just devastated and that she wasn't able to save him. After that, Gwen sort of began to distance herself from other people to avoid distractions, if you will, and singularly dedicated her life to protecting everyone else. Now, as her alter ego was being searched for by the law, who because they felt like she was the reason that Peter died, and of course even her dad, George Stacy, she actually thought that Spider Woman had actually killed him. Yes, Gwen Stacy is. Oh yeah, yeah, she's very amazing. She's very amazing, Sumire. Okay. But one night, when Gwen was heading to the Guggenheim Museum in Manhattan, after hearing reports of an intruder, she actually encountered a version of the Vulture from an Italian, like sort of Renaissance themed alternate universe. And this caused for the entrance to other spider people, Miguel Ojeda and Jessica Drew, also arriving using the portable generating watches, and they were actually to help Gwen subdue the vulture. And Gwen was actually confronted on scene by her father, and she had no other choice to reveal her identity to him. Distraught at this revelation, he attempted to arrest his own daughter. She fortunately escapes through a dimensional portal with the others after Miguel begrudgingly sort of granted her membership into the Spire Society. And we fast forward a little bit. Gwen actually traveled back to Earth 1610 to reconnect with Miles. Though she was actually not really there to reconnect him, she was secretly tracking a villain known as the Spot across dimensions. Miles secretly watched Gwen, however. She traces her to the Spot, to Earth 5050101. And when Jess instructed Gwen to leave Miles behind, after Gwen, however, opened a portal to oh my goodness, she opened a portal to it's been a minute. I can't believe I saw the film literally a couple of days ago. You know, and it's still like this. Oh yeah, okay. It was she opened a portal to Mumbatan, India, and Miles actually followed her against her wishes. You know, when they actually ran into another Spider-Man known as Pavitar Prabhakar and Hobie Brown, to fight alongside them against the Spot, who successfully, unfortunately, absorbed the power of that world's super collider. Now, in this moment, when the devastation was becoming more chaotic, the bridge was actually starting to collapse. And during that time, police captain Mumbatan, I'm sorry, the police captain of Mumbatan actually went into the face of danger to sort of save the people on a bus that was basically going to dive down into a black hole. Now, in that moment, Miles was actually able to save the father of Pavitar's girlfriend, but unfortunately, Mumbatan began to fall apart from the disruption of that canon event. And members of the Spider Society, however, they arrived to assess the damage of the dimensional anomaly. Woof. While Miles, Gwen, and Hobie are actually sent to their headquarters on Earth 928. And where in this moment, it was probably one of the most surreal moments, in my opinion, because we see literally hundreds upon hundreds of spider people variants who were residing in a massive complex, you know? And see, the thing is that when Miles and Miguel meet, it doesn't really go, so well. Miles Wolf Morales, easy with that, man. I mean, there's only one Miles Morales, and unfortunately, I am not him. But that doesn't really matter to me because, hey, Miles Morales, he said it himself. Anybody can wear the mask, you know, and I happen to have mine right here. And of course, there's a reason I'm not wearing it, you know. So, okay, but oh yeah, yeah. That doesn't go so well because as he spilled the truth about Miles, he made the mistake of stopping the canon event. However, when Miles actually realized that the death of his father, who is said to be promoted to police captain in 2 days, is known as a canon event. Miguel argued with Miles before imprisoning him. However, Hobie helped Miles break loose before using a portal to quit the Spider Society. And Miguel made the call to order all the Spider people to apprehend Miles, resulting in a long, drawn out, frenzied chase, you know? And that was taking place throughout the complex and surrounding city. Miguel eventually pinned Miles down and revealed to him that Miles was actually known as the original anomaly, as he was never supposed to become Spider-Man, and that world, the spider that bit him came from, has no Spider-Man itself. Now, I know that kind of sounds confusing, but honestly, if you watch the film, then you'll kind of get a little bit better understanding. Miguel, however, seeing Gwen as a liability, actually ejected her from the Spider Society. When Gwen was sent back to her Earth, she reconciles with her father, who had decided to resign as a police captain. And realizing that his resignation is evidence that canon events can be safely averted, Gwen decided to aid Miles, leaving Earth 65 with a bootleg portal watch that Hobie left for her after speaking with Miles' parents on Earth 1610. Gwen assembles her own unique spider team to find Miles, consisting of Peter B. Parker, um, Pavitar, Hobie, Margot, Spider-Man Noir, Penny Parker, and even Spider-Man, and even Spider-Ham. And of course, they have to race off to save Miles because, unfortunately, when he was making his daring escape, he was teleported to the wrong universe, to the wrong Earth. So they take it upon themselves to go after him. And again, I don't know what's going to happen next. I don't know what to expect. Only that it's going to be crazy, because unfortunately it ended on a cliffhanger, and I gotta tell you, I really don't like that. I don't like cliffhangers, but that's just me, honestly. But I did find out some pretty interesting facts. Like, for example, Gwen here was actually part of a team called the Web Warriors, who are an interdimensional team of spider people who travel from one alternate reality to another to defend them against greater threats. Now, unlike most of the Spider-Verse, who has an affinity for like science and all that other jazz, the thing that sets Gwen apart is that she actually is an artiste. You know, more of like the drummer. You know, she's a drummer. And probably the most interesting fact is that Janet Van Dyne, also known as the Wasp, is the one who actually made Spider Gwen's web shooters, and they're a very different design. You know, that doesn't really depend on fluid to work like many of the other Spider Verse characters. Instead, they actually use moisture in the air to create webs. So basically, anywhere she goes that's humid, she'll never run out of webs. You know. Wait, let me go back up here. Dakota Bradley, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Wolfpack. Now, before I end this stream tonight, folks, I just want to take a minute to nerd out about something else completely different. You know, especially it's about the gaming world, because I don't know if you guys know it or not, but they recently released. I think it was, oh god, it was yesterday actually. They released gameplay for Mortal Kombat One, and yes, that includes characters. Not all the characters, not the entire character roster, but we did see a lot of character fighting, moves, special moves. Now the fatalities did show, but I averted my eyes simply because That's the thing about me, is that I want to be surprised and blown away whenever it drops, because I want to see them for the very first time. And when that happens, I want to get that feeling of like, oh, basically. So that's why I avert my eyes. But again, you guys should definitely check that gameplay out, and it's gonna blow us all away. That's just me. But with that being said, folks, I am going to go ahead and end the stream right here. I want to say thanks to everybody who came out to see me tonight. You guys are breathtakingly awesome. Appreciate you all so much, and love you all so much. Feel free to hit the subscribe button when it does appear. And of course, feel free to sample either one of these fine videos when they do appear. From here, I will be shooting over to my Twitch to do some gameplay. I'm actually going to be breaking in the newest update that just happened for Fortnite. And we're going to be entering the jungle. So you guys are more than welcome to roll over and check that out. Stay longer. I paid good money. Who did you pay? You didn't pay me. I didn't get no compensation. But anyways, folks, I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another riveting episode. And as always, folks, be safe, be awesome, be yourselves, and peace.